or insulting.
It's a Section 5
No, it's not. You can swear as part of your general vocabulary. Go talk it up with take it up with Lord Justice Bean, who's already ruled on this in the highest court of this country. You cannot overrule that.
Welcome to Alpha Hoopers, where we shine a light on police misconduct and hold public officials accountable. Today's video is courtesy of Power to the Proletariat, whose link is provided below. So go show them support and watch the full clip. What you're about to see is a masterclass in public education as PTTP visits Hammersmith Police Station. Calm, collected, and respectful. Yet within minutes, officers arrive and reveal how fragile professionalism can be, throwing around terrorism accusations and even making up laws on the spot, providing one of the clearest examples of ego completely overriding training. And I've never seen an auditor run circles around the police like this. It's absolutely crazy. So let's get straight into it.
So you're right.
Yeah, not bad.
How you doing?
Not bad. So?
Good, yeah, not bad.
It's cold. Cold and wet. These paving slabs are really slippery to walk on. I don't know if I've got something on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah, I mean, mine.
But they are.
Really slippy as well.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So all it is, mate, is obviously you're filming the front gate of a police station, and literally directly where the keypad is, where our officers are putting their codes in.
Right.
And for us, it's just a bit suspicious, and also a little bit of kind of a terrorist threat as well. I'm not saying anything, but it is.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
It's a possibility, isn't it? It's
Very low possibility.
It's something that we need to kind of challenge.
Very low possibility.
Yeah.
It's also a possibility that we might get 40-degree weather today, but it's high.
The officer claims that filming near the officer suggests that a keypad could pose a terrorist threat, and when pressed, admits that the likelihood is very low. Yet he continues the discussion. Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, an officer may only stop and search someone if there is reasonable suspicion of involvement in terrorism, which requires specific, articulable facts, not feelings, mere possibilities, or discomfort with a camera. And by his own admission, no such suspicion existed here, turning what should have been a lawful observation into baseless speculation.
If you call us, we call if you were just having a...
I'm just being as reasonable as you're being. You know.
From our point of view, we just want to understand your intentions and why, obviously, you were filming.
That's fine. I appreciate
So
that.
what would that be?
Unfortunately, I don't answer questions.
No, is it for like a YouTube channel? Is it for like auditing or something like that?
Again, I don't answer questions, buddy.
What a 19.
We'll come back to them.
Well, if I come back to you, Scott Mills.
So obviously in this climate...
Yeah?
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't actually want to engage with you. That's why I walked away and stopped engaging.
Still engage with you as
You
well.
can, but I can also just ignore you. So don't just say, sir, like I have to stand around and talk to you.
I'll get that.
As PTTP declines to answer further questions, the officer's tone hardens, pressing for more motives, asking if he's filming for YouTube, and following him as he walks away, at which point ego overtakes procedure. The officers are no longer assessing risk but reacting to perceived disrespect, even though the right to disengage is fundamental under UK common law when no lawful power is being exercised, and continuing to follow a citizen after they have clearly declined the conversation risks. Crossing into harassment under Section 2 of the Protection from Harassment Act 1997.
You may or may not want to run lessons so you can engage in unity as well. To this day and age, unfortunately, there is a real terrorism threat, which is why there's bollards here, so people don't come driving.
What's the current terrorist threat level?
I think it's kind of just in the middle of substantial.
It's substantial.
Yeah, so
That's what it is at the moment.
attack is not likely, but it's not unlikely.
Okay. Do you know, since this new system of substantial, severe, and that, substantial is the lowest it's ever been.
Okay.
It's never been lower than that,
But
so
you
that's like the baseline. So don't throw around words like terrorism when it's the... No, I can't. No, I can't. I know what you're going to say, and no, I can't.
The keypad to the entrance of a police station is a bit suspicious.
So you're making an assumption of what I'm filming here, aren't you?
You're very close to the keypad, aren't you?
I said when I got there, are you filming? And you said yes.
Yes, but you're assuming that I'm filming the keypad.
That's the way your camera was angled.
You can see my screen from where you were sat in your car, can you? You can see what on my camera was pointing. You can see how zoomed in I was. Maybe I was zoomed in on you. Maybe I was zoomed in on your front wheel.
Where the camera was positioned, it looked like you were filming. all we want to do is speak to you, engage with you, see, number one, why you're filming, and obviously how long you're going to be
Maybe we can
here.
assist you.
The officer begins speculating about intent, claiming PTTP was filming the station keypad. But that assumption doesn't hold up, because suspicion must be based on behavior, not imagination, and filming a keypad is not a crime. Under UK law, officers must form reasonable suspicion from specific observable actions suggesting an offense, yet here there is nothing of the sort. As PTTP is standing on a public pavement filming a public building, fully protected under UK photography laws and Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, and what's really happening isn't a security concern but an ego issue, with the officers confusing personal discomfort for genuine suspicion, which is exactly where policing stops being about the law and starts being about control.
Not required.
Would you like to give us your name and details?
Can you give me yours?
Yeah, PCY 2420 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you. And you, sir?
PC Audit, 2968.
2968 Alpha Whiskey. You both based here, are you?
Yes, we are. So would you like to give us your details too?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think you would.
Why would I?
That's all it is, mate. It's to
We've given
understand.
you our details.
Yeah, but you're obliged to because you're engaging with me as a police officer, aren't you, as a constable? So you're obliged to. A member of the public's not obliged to give you
and we
anything.
can engage with you just as equally.
Yeah, absolutely, of course you can. But again, I've already told you that I don't want to be engaged with. I would consider this now harassment. I've walked away from you.
Okay.
You followed me to continue with engaging with me.
Harassment, a course of conduct times 2. So you know what harassment is?
I do, absolutely. Course of conduct to convince a member of the public to disengage from a lawful activity or engage in an activity that they're not lawfully obliged to do.
When PTTP mentions harassment, the female officer snaps back with, "So, you know what harassment is, do you?" in a smug, sarcastic tone full of ego, showing she isn't trying to uphold the law but to belittle him. And this is exactly the kind of attitude that erodes public trust because it's not about protecting people. It's about asserting power. And I genuinely hope everyone watching feels as frustrated by her behavior as I do. Because this is precisely the conduct that needs to be called out.
On occasion, I told you I don't want to engage. You followed me. I did move away from you. You followed me to continue this conduct. So yes, I would now say that this is harassment at this point.
All it is for us is just it's a bit suspicious, and we want to find out obviously why you're filming. That's
You know what I
I
find?
understand people make YouTube channels, people are auditors, you have a right to film in public.
Can I tell you what I find suspicious? A silent fart after curry night.
Sorry?
A silent fart after curry night. That's what I find.
That's funny.
That's what I find suspicious. It's about suspicious as what this is. So
Do you intend to be here long?
as long as I want to be. Absolutely.
Right, we'll go and speak to the relevant people, alright?
Okay.
It just might be, mate, because of obviously it looks a little bit suspicious, it might just continue to get stopped.
And I'll
it
tell them
might
exactly
cause
the
you-
same
cause
thing.
you aggro, that's all.
Not going to be any aggro. Did either of you turn your body cameras on when you approached?
Yeah, of
It
course
is on,
we
yes.
You did. Is there a reason?
You film us, we can film you.
I'm not saying you can't. Absolutely you can. It's everybody's right to film in public. Not a problem. Can I just ask why you didn't follow your policies and notify a member of the public when you started recording them? According to the Home Office, according to the
I'm not
MPS.
sure if you are aware of all the policies.
Would you like me to bring it up on my phone?
PTTP then asks whether their body-worn cameras are recording, and the officers confirm they are but never state when recording began, despite the Metropolitan Police's 2020 policy requiring officers to announce recording whenever possible, with the only exceptions being immediate safety concerns, which clearly did not apply in this situation.
I will read it
Are
to
you
you.
referring to Google?
No, it's the
Obviously when
MPS.
it's practicable, yes, but...
Oh, and when has it not been practicable in this
Well,
situation?
It's a bit of a threat that you're stood in the entrance of the
So
police
you
station.
can't approach with, "Good afternoon, we want to talk to you, just let you know
My
you're
number
being
one
recorded."
priority is to find out why you're filming the front gate of the police station.
Look,
which
the
still,
only
with respect,
time-
sir, you haven't told us why.
The only time it is excusable for you not to announce it is if you're going into a situation and it's straight away you're going hands on to detain or arrest somebody. Otherwise,
I think
you
you're
can't.
misinformed.
There's no reason. I'm sorry. I will literally, okay, bring this up for you and I will read it for you verbatim and I'll show you the
I'm not
document.
going to have conversation on stuff that I don't think is applicable, right?
Why is it
We
not
are
applicable?
Security staff, they have body worn.
Okay.
So do we.
Yep. The Metropolitan Police, updated September 2020. It's the most recent document.
You seem very invested.
It's the most recent document. This paragraph here, all right? I'm going to let you read it with me. This one here. Body-worn video is an overt system and should not be used for covert recording other than in exceptional circumstances and where the necessary authorities have been granted.
And this is not an exceptional circumstance.
No, let me finish. Okay? As body-worn video is overt recording, officers must declare wherever possible when they are commencing audio and visual recording during each and every encounter. So again, because you haven't come out and you haven't grabbed me, you're not detaining me or arresting me, there is absolutely no reason, no excuse for not starting the conversation. You've said a lot of things during this conversation, and you're telling me not one of those things could have been, by the way, sir, you're being recorded. Not one of them.
No, sir, whenever possible.
Yes. And again, when was that not possible?
To
We're just going to go around in circles, aren't we?
Yeah, because your excuse is absolute bullshit, and you know it.
Well, don't swear
It's
in
only,
public
it's
place.
only
It's
safe.
not an offence. It's absolutely not. It's an offence to swear at somebody, to cause abuse, threatening, or insulting.
It's a Section 5
No, it's
public
not.
order
You
offence.
can swear as part of your general vocabulary. Go take it up with Lord Justice Bean, who's already ruled on this in the highest court of this country. You cannot
Section
overrule
4A
that.
is when it's directed at somebody.
And I didn't direct
Section
it.
5 is out to anybody. When somebody else can feel
If it's
harassment, alarm,
if it's
distress.
likely, if it's abusive, threatening, or insulting's been removed from Section
could
5.
be.
If it's threatening or abusive, saying something is bullshit is not threatening.
During the interaction, one officer claims that swearing in public is an offense, which is incorrect, because under the Public Order Act 1986, as amended in 2014, the term insulting was removed from Section 5, meaning that mild or non-abusive profanity is not a criminal act, and only threatening or abusive language intended to cause alarm or distress can be prosecuted.
That's part of your. That's part. No. That's part of your general vernacular, and it's been ruled on by the highest court of this country. So try another one. I will say everything's bullshit if everything is bullshit, because everything is bullshit that's coming out of your mouth.
I get the idea now.
Yeah, you get it. I'm going to continue
No,
to say
obviously,
it.
I get the idea of your intentions. Clearly, just trying to wind us up.
No, you're winding me up by saying that I can't do something that I can do.
When we
What
came
have I
out,
said that you can't do?
You just said I can't swear when I can.
okay, when we've come out to talk to you, I think we've been very polite. We've just said, look, we've come to have a
Yeah, and I told you that I don't
conversation.
want to engage with you, and
Not
then you've continued to
initially.
harass me.
Not initially.
Not initially, but you agreed that I have told you that I don't want to engage with you, and then you followed me, and you have continued to engage
Followed
with
you.
me, and now you're saying that I can't do something that I'm legally entitled to do, and you're trying to say that it's an offence when it's not.
We can also talk to people. We're not harassing you. We're having a conversation with you.
And so if I walk up to somebody and they say they don't want to talk to me, then I follow them and try to talk to them again and repeat this behaviour, I wouldn't be arrested for harassment if they reported it? Of course I would. Right. Again, I will repeat, your services are not required. Please leave me alone.
We've also got a duty to protect the public and our police building as well.
You've also
And
got
I
a duty under your oath to uphold the rights of the people of this country, which is what I'm exercising right now, isn't it?
Matt, let's just go and have
Yeah, good idea. Just go.
Yeah. Well, like I said, don't be, mate.
Just go.
Don't be surprised if you just get challenged.
Okay. Just to let you know, as a heads up, you will be getting IOPC complaints for your body-worn video because you're obviously not aware and you refuse to acknowledge the fact that you need to notify.
Take care, mate.
All right, goodbye.
After repeated refusals to leave him alone, PTTP directly tells the officers that their behavior is becoming harassment. Yet instead of reassessing, they withdraw to the yard without acknowledgement or apology, and the quiet exit speaks volumes, showing that once the facade of legal justification collapses, authority without reason has nowhere to stand. This encounter illustrates a pattern too often seen in UK policing, where insecurity masquerades as suspicion, as the officers had every opportunity to act professionally. Yet their pride turned a harmless audit into an embarrassing lesson, with no one detained, no powers lawfully exercised, and every claim, from terrorism to swearing, falling apart under basic legal scrutiny. While PTTP remained calm, factual, and respectful while asserting his rights, and viewers can download the Know Your Rights Guide linked below, a clear, practical resource explaining your powers and protections when dealing with UK police, designed to be short, easy to read, and help ordinary people stay calm under lawful pressure. So thank you for watching, and if you found this breakdown valuable, consider subscribing, stay polite, stay informed, and always film.